You're welcome. Good day to everybody. If you're just joining us, remember to subscribe. And if you've been with us, always remember to like, comment, share to other persons. So I asked this question on my WhatsApp status and I said, what would you do if you constantly send someone messages, you call the person, and you hear statements like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know," or "I'm sorry, I forgot," or they don't even reply you at all, or they don't return your calls at all. Maybe say, "Ah, but this is a mental health TV. Oh, you don't know that also that affects your mental health? Yeah, it does. So I'm just going to give some practical ways to handle things like this from personal experience and obviously from things I've read. So I'll start with this personal experience. So I had a friend, or I have a friend, that I remember sometime last year, precisely December, I sent a message to this person, and this person didn't reply. So at first, I had to make an excuse because truly there are those times you need to make an excuse for persons. Don't just conclude and jump and say, pride has taken over. No, there are those times you make an excuse. So I was like, oh, maybe he didn't see it because it's December and is like a public figure. So I just brushed it off my mind. And I remember January, I got a text from this person saying, "Oh, Happy New Year." So I was like, oh, really? Maybe he didn't see that message. And that kind of consoled me. So during the AFCON, there are a lot of us that bonded that time because it was fun and everything. So I remember one of these days because I've done it before. It's this kind of person that stays up at night, and most times we tend to stay up together. So I chatted him up around between 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. thereabout in January. He didn't still respond. I was wondering what was going on. So it started getting me worried that, oh, now you see where the mental health is coming in. I started feeling somehow that, oh, maybe there is a problem. But then again, I just felt like, oh, just you can't conclude on one or two events. So I just had to brush it off again. So that February when it was AFCON and everything, so a lot of us were cruising, playing and laughing over everything. And I remember sending a message again around that same time, and this person was constantly posting on his status. It's painful when you don't see his status. Now, but when you send a message and you're suddenly seeing someone's status, and when I'm talking about things like this, somebody that you're very close with, that's someone you shared a lot of deep things with, someone you've cried on their shoulders, then suddenly started giving you this attitude. I really felt bad because it's not my first experience. I've had series of experiences where somebody just suddenly ghosts me, and I don't know a reason why. So when he didn't reply, I said that was it. I was done trying to. Did I suddenly cut off this person? Nope. But I just had to understand that. I just made myself understand that. See, baby girl, I think it's time for you to understand that there are some relationships that just has to go, or there are some relationship that just has to hibernate for now. So does that mean if I see this person's call, I won't take it? Obviously, no. Are you seeing the difference between handling things like this? So why did I say affect your mental health? I knew before, prior to this person's experience, when this thing happened to me, for more than a year, I felt guilty. I was beating myself for something I didn't know because this person suddenly stopped responding to my messages without no reason. I remember talking to people, if somebody does this, and this is somebody I hold so dear to my heart, and I cried so many times actually. I started hitting on myself that and so many things. So that's why I said this thing is also mental health related. It can affect your emotions, can make you depressed, it can make you feel bad about yourself, it can make you have low self-esteem. So how did I deal with this thing? So number one thing I had to learn is the best of a man is still a man. Yeah, I know there are different categories. I will just try to brush it off because I don't want to make different videos for different categories. So, for the friendship area, for the partner area, for somebody you look up to, for somebody that's like a spiritual authority to you, from like a mentor, I will just try to touch them one after the other. So understand that the best of a man is a man. Having established that, please note every relationship has three things that is expected of it. Number one, every relationship has the rules. I learned this from Apostle Joshua Salman. Okay, I can recommend this message, What is Love? Part 1, Part 2 by Apostle Joshua Salman, and you can listen to some of his relationship series. It's on the internet. So it's like every relationship has a role. Don't say, I don't even know what my role is in this relationship. Then maybe your relationship is not properly defined, or maybe you may be having some identity crisis. It's very possible. So make sure that you know your rules. Make sure the rules are defined. Number two, every relationship has motives. Don't say we are just in it. You are not just in it. What is the reason? It's a complicated relationship. But what was the motive? You guys wanted to be having sex as free as you want to. Just be realistic. So there is a motive, obviously. And then the last one, every relationship has expectations. Don't say, let me just say, I'm just in a relationship with people. I'm just for people. It's not like I expect anything from them. That's a lie. It's fine not to have so high an expectation, but every relationship has expectations. So don't feel bad if you have some expectations. It's fine, but then just make sure your expectations are something that humans can meet, not the one that only God can meet. All right. So how do you deal with this when you're in a romantic relationship with somebody? Please note, nobody is too busy to respond to you. There was a certain time someone I also there told me something. She said, listen, even when I'm in a retreat and I don't want to take anybody's call, I always take my husband's call. So what's the difference between a husband and you and I? That's because it is a partner. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and this person is always telling you he's so busy, my darling, you may be in a single relationship, or you may be in a relationship by yourself, or you may be in a complicated relationship, but that kind of relationship is not it. Nobody leaves whatever they love, nobody leaves whoever they value. Having said that, let's make this clear. Every relationship is valuable. No relationship leaves you neutral, obviously. But then, if you're in a relationship you're not giving value and the person is not giving you value, then it's as much as maybe probably you're in a parasitic relationship. Even if this person is a spiritual authority, have something to give to the person. It's as, oh sir, let me help you type this. Oh ma, let me help you do this. Why the person is giving you counsel or giving you knowledge. So don't feel bad if you suddenly feel this thing isn't there. Sometimes you just need to talk it out. And sometimes maybe you even try talking it out, you're not getting answer. Don't hold anybody in your heart. Yes, that's another thing. Don't hold anybody in your heart. Everybody are going through their issues. Some person's way of handling things is to cut off from people. You can cut them some slack for some time, and maybe later on you can talk to them and say, I noticed this. Can be like, I noticed this and that about you. What's up? What's the issue? So you get clarity concerning that. I know persons that there are times too I went off the read and persons reached out to me and like, oh, what's up? I noticed you were off and this and that. They didn't just say, person has got me off. No. So at times you need to do that. And then also there are times really to be sincere with you. See, I learned this from somebody I hold to dear, Mr. Tunde Rema. He said something to me in April this year. I said, sir, what about those that you grew up with? You guys were friends, very close buddies, and then suddenly it just feels like everybody's apart. And it's not like they're not doing well, but just that they're in different areas. So then I asked, so how do you handle such a thing? He said he doesn't hold it like it's a big deal. So what he feels is, if this person is not, if this person feels like he's too high up there, then the person needs to come to his level. It's not pride. Sometimes the reason why those persons are not saying is because you are not as valuable as what they need. Yes, exactly. It's possible to be valuable and you are not as valuable as what people need. So it doesn't mean that I should conform to everybody. No, that's why it's important to find your own person, your own niche, the people that is important for your next level, the people that is important for your growth. So that you don't start holding grudges against everybody. Everybody cannot be your friend. Everybody cannot like you. You cannot like everybody. Everybody cannot also be their friend. So it's not a big deal. You can honor people from afar. And mind you, there are some relationships you just need to have it from afar. You don't need it so close. Because if you do, it will hurt you. Alright, it's going to hurt you. So those are quite a few tips. So it doesn't mean I shouldn't reach out. Obviously you can. Once in a while you can check up on them if need be. And there are those times really you just have to just hibernate for a very long time. And there are those times really you just need to send a message. Oh, I just said I should check up on you. Messages like, you have forgotten me. I don't like it. Personally, if you send it to my line that I turned up my visibility, I mean, not reply you. Some persons, you really don't know what people are going through. So you don't just jump into persons like that. You just need to really show that you care. Oh, it's been a while. I noticed you've been off the read, or I noticed it's been long we spoke. I said I should check up on you. That's another factor. So don't hold grudges against anybody. The best of a man is still a man. Everybody has their issue they are dealing with. Try to be understanding. Try to reach out. Then try also to give them their space also. Because this person is your spiritual authority doesn't mean you should choke the person every day. You're sending messages when it's not like we're in a romantic relationship. So you shouldn't do that. Pray for them. Yeah, pray for them. Strengthen them. Oh, try, even if you cannot reach them directly, you can talk to persons that probably are very close to them, because no matter how persons are so quiet, there are persons that can still talk to them. Try to reach out. All right. And also grow. Don't just expect that everybody should come down to your level because of what? You're not the only fine girl. You're not the only fine boy. You're not the only spiritual person. You're not the only this. Grow. When you get to a certain level, you will command results like never before. You will meet people that you never imagined. Why? Because you've commanded some level of result. So instead of getting offended, brood on these things. Till next time. Bye.